two forms of enlightenment that you need to effectively minister to both houses of Israel, somebody. Umim and Tumim. Turn to your neighbor and say, you Umim, me Tumim, Umim, Tumim, Umim, Tumim, Umim, Tumim. If we keep doing that, they'll accuse us of being a cult. You know what they did last Shabbat? No, what they did. They were teaching them how to speak in Hebraic tongues. So that the rabbis teach us the Urim and Tumim lit up for one direction from Yahweh, lit up for a different direction from Yahweh. But if you got the breastplate of Israel over your heart and the mind of Yeshua, let this mind be in you that was in Messiah Yeshua. Let this mind be in you. What mind? It was a mind to bring light to not one, but two houses of Israel. Amen. We walk around Tehillah with the Tumim and the Umim. Whether we find it, don't find it, whether it's in Jeremiah's pajamas, doesn't matter. I don't know where the original set are, honey. I don't know and I don't care. I know one thing. The breastplate that I wear has both Umim and Tumim. Hallelujah. Say it, sister. Say it. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Hallelujah. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. And you shall make the robe of the shoulder garment all in blue. Why? Because it points continually to heaven. The top of that shoulder garment is bringing heaven to earth. It's bringing heaven's will to earth, to the two houses. There will be a hole, that means for the neck, verse 32. In the top of it. In the midst of it. The garment shall have a binding woven work around the hole for the neck, as it were the hole of strong armor, that it be not torn. See? The clothing of the high priest, the breastplate, the garment, the shoulder garment that's tied to the breastplate. That is the strong armor to get through the deception of these latter days. Amen. It's easy to say, put on the full armor of Yahweh, the shield of faith, the sword of the Spirit, the helmet of salvation. That's nice. What does that mean? It means, listen, that this is your armor. Your armor is knowing the truth and being able to bring light to both houses of Israel. Umim and Tumim. Umim, revelation, knowledge, guidance to both houses of Israel. Amen. You put it up. Well, my bishop doesn't believe this. My rabbi doesn't believe it. You put it on. Amen. You put it on. Amen. And you illuminate both houses of Israel. Amen. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. And you know why there's a hole in the top of this garment that holds the breastplate and the shoulder garment? Because you have a head. And you know who that head is? Yeshua. He wants to communicate to you. You got to have a hole in the garment because he's the head. And those 12 tribes are his body. So the illumination goes through that hole in the garment, through the head, into the Israelite body. This is too good for 40 minutes. 40 minutes can't hold this. Voice in a bottle. Do, 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 do. Voice in a bottle. Bye-bye, voice. Hello, anointing. Bye-bye, voice. After the service, how you doing, Rabbi? Fine, no. That does happen. Some of you think I'm being standoffish and aloof, right? No. Sometimes it does happen. I'm fine, how are you? I'm really getting ready for Purim. Let's bring this in for a landing. Where are we? Where are we?
33.
And beneath and the bottom of the priestly garment, listen, 33, there shall be a hem Not a ham, a hem. And you shall make in the hem pomegranates of blue and of purple and of scarlet all around the hem of it. The bells of gold between them all around, the golden bell and a pomegranate and a golden bell. The hem of the robe all around. It shall be upon Aharon to attend. And its sound shall be heard when he goes into the Kadosh place before Yahweh. So when he comes out, he doesn't die. Listen, if you carry the breastplate of Mishpat and put it on, and carry the burden of the 4 rows of the family scattered to the 4 winds of the earth, you will shake with the pomegranate. That means the fruit of the kingdom, the real kingdom, not the kingdom built by man, but the fruit of the real kingdom, those 2 houses whose burden you carry as a memorial before Yahweh. And the bells will announce the boldness of your message. We don't shh. No, ding, 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 ding. And it used to be when we used to be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer people. No, jingle bells. No, these are not jingle bells. Listen, these are priestly bells, and your fruit of the 2 houses illuminating Bet Yehudah and Bet Ephraim, that fruit will make a noise. Trust me, it'll make a noise wherever you go. And so your hem, your garment, must be draped with the fruit of the Ruach, not the fruits of the Spirit. There are no such thing as fruits of the Spirit. I lost somebody there. Fruit. The fruit of the Ruach, love, long-suffering, patience, meekness, temperance. These are the fruit of the Ruach, but the works of the flesh which are evident are these, many. But the fruit of the Ruach is one, it is love. And so we go with the love of Yahweh because it's on our heart, because it represents what's on His heart. He told us to put it on our heart because it represents what's already on His heart. And when we go, we can't sneak in with this message. It'll make a lot of noise. Ding, 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 ding. Everywhere you go, it'll make a lot of noise. The bells of the 2 houses. The bells, the golden bells of the 2 houses, with the pomegranates, the fruit of the Ruach. And look at this, on the hem of the garment. Look at this, noisy feet. Feet shed with the preparation of the gospel of shalom. Not just shalom between man and Yahweh, but between brother and brother, Jewish and non-Jewish Israel. Amen. The time has come for the church and the synagogue to stop fighting each other because we have a common enemy, the end-time beast. And you know who that end-time beast is. We talk about it for 3 months. Mecca is strong. Iraq, Babylon is strong. Persia is strong. And they are coming together according to Psalm 82 as a 10-nation confederacy. That's the head of the beast with 10 horns. Read Psalm 83. 10 Islamic nations who are coming to destroy. We may not know who both houses of Israel are, Jews and Christians, but Islam sure does, because they say in the Hadith, the alleged sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, first we will destroy the Saturday people, and then we will destroy the Sunday people. The Saturday people are the Zionists, and the Sunday people are the Crusaders. So even if our leaders don't know who the 2 houses are, Islam does. Trust me, they know who the 2 houses are.
Amen. Come on. Come on.
We'll go quickly. It shall be upon Aaron to attend. The sound shall be heard when you go into the Kadosh place. When you come out of the Kadosh place, this message and the messengers cannot die if they're making the sound of the breastplate of Mishpat. If they're making that sound, they will not perish. 1,000 shall fall at my side, 10,000 at my right hand, your right hand, but it shall not come nigh unto thee. I'm going to read now because I'm getting some hungry looks.
Preach!
Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Urim and Tumim! Urim and Tumim! It's all about the 2 houses. And you shall make a plate of pure gold. and engrave upon it the engravings of a signet on the head of the turban, Kadosh LeYahweh. This message is Kadosh LeYahweh. This message that makes a big noise, that is mixed with the golden bells of proclamation and the pomegranates, the fruit of the Ruach, is the heavenly message. It is over the Father's heart, and it is over our heart. And when we carry this message, it'll be upon our head. Kadosh LeYahweh. This is not just your message, it's my message. And it is Kadosh LeYahweh. Holy to Yahweh. Let's go quickly. Verse 37, quickly. You shall put it on a blue lace. Notice. This plate on the turban will be on a blue lace, that it may be upon the turban. And upon the forefront of the turban. People ask me, should men pray with their head covered? No and yes. No, covered like this, como homosexuales. In Corinth, when the boys wanted to pick up other boys, they would put a nice veil over their face. Hey, baby. And Paul says, don't you see what's going on in Corinth is ungodly? A man should not pray with his face veiled like a temple homosexual prostitute. But if you're a priest, you are to wear a turban. And on the turban, it says Kadosh LeYahweh, because you have the breastplate of righteousness on your heart.
Glory!
So if you're a Kohen, if you're a priest, we are to wear a turban. What does Revelation 1:6 say? We are Melachim and Kohanim to Yahweh. We are all Kohanim. We all carry this message. So all the Kohanim were expected to wear a turban, not a homosexual hang-me-down veil. Big difference. The Aramaic word is, listen, don't you dare pray and prophesy with your face veiled, just your head turbanized. Learn that difference. Study that difference, because that's what the Aramaic teaches. Men of Israel, pray with your head turbanized. Never like those homosexuals in Corinth, in the temple prostitutes. Don't pray with your face veiled. Big difference.
Man.
And you will put upon a blue lace, that it may be upon the turban, upon the forefront of the turban, it shall say Kadosh LeYahweh. And it'll be upon, verse 38, Aaron's forehead. Aaron will bear the iniquity of the Kadosh things, which the children of Israel set up in all their Kadosh gifts. Let's go quickly. It'll be upon their forehead, that they may be accepted before Yahweh. You know what this tells me? You may have the right message. Listen, don't get sidetracked. You may have the right message of the two houses, but if you don't seal that message in the name of Yahweh on your head and on your heart, Kadosh LeYahweh, it'll not be a pure gift and offering before Yahweh. In order for Yahweh to empower your two-house message as you wear and put on the breastplate of Mishpat, you better seal that message to both houses of Israel with the true name of Yud Hey Vav Hey. Because you can preach a two-house message, but if you don't seal it with the true one who authorized you to go with it, then you will not be received as a continually perfect messenger. You're saved, you're forgiven, the blood of Yeshua has accepted you. But in order for the message to be effective, you've got to seal that message with the seal of the sacred name Yahweh. So the name of Yahweh is not an option. If we're going to put on the mishpat and the breastplate of Yahweh, we're going to have to seal that message with the true name of Yahweh. Yes. And then our gifts will be continually accepted before. Look at the end of verse 38. Right. Why do we need to say? What's wrong with God? What's wrong with Dios? What's wrong with Señor? What's wrong with the Lord? Yahweh says in verse 38, do you want it to be accepted? Do you want it to be accepted? No, wait a second. You say, well, Rabbi, that's the Old Testament. You know why you would say that? Because you're a visitor here today. In the Aramaic New Testament, the original language of the Brit Chadashah, it says this. Every time we see the word Lord in the Greek kurios, the actual Aramaic in which the New Covenant was written says Mar Yah, which means the Master Yah, as in Hallelujah. Every time you see the word Lord in the New Testament, in the actual Aramaic, The word is Maria. The Greek cognate is kurios. Kurios, pero in the original language, the word in your Aramaic Peshitta, in the Aramaic signature document, says Maria, which is the poetic short form of Yahweh. Don't tell me, well, you Jews insist that I say Yahweh, but we're not in that Torah thing anymore. I can say God, I can say Lord. No, you can't. Because the original documents of the New Testament command that the gospel be sealed in the name of the Master Yah, Maria.
Hallelujah.
I'm going to say this. Let's give him a clap offering. I'm going to say this and then I'm going to close. Verse 42. You shall make them. Verse 42. You shall consecrate them. Verse 41. We get consecrated with the breastplate of Mishpat. We are set apart by the breastplate of Mishpat. Verse 42. We put on the linen breeches to cover our nakedness. I'm going to say something here. It's probably going to get me in trouble. From the loins to the thighs. Ouch.